Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Hughes Europe virtual seminar. My name is Andre Maus, and I'll be your host for today's session. The series is focused on the current status and future of wireless communication, where we dive into the latest trends, breakthroughs, and innovation that are shaping the future of the industries. Today's session is packed with valuable insights, where we are excited to have you with us on board. So thank you for joining, and let's get started. Before we begin today's webinar, I am delighted to introduce our expert speaker for today. It's Lolita Abbasi. Lolita is a senior delivery program manager at EchoStar Mobile with extensive experience. Her deep expertise in IoT and smart technologies makes her a leading authority in the field. Today, she will be sharing valuable insights on the future of connectivity and the direction the industry is heading. We are honored to have her with us, so stay tuned when she's talking about the exciting topics. As part of the Hughes Europe virtual seminar series, we have several exciting webinars lined up in the upcoming month for you. Our last session was focused on the transformative potential of 5G and wireless connectivity, where we discussed how 5G is redefining communication infrastructure. Today, we will dive into IoT and smart technologies, exploring how connected devices are reshaping industry and driving innovations across multiple sectors. Before we begin, a quick word about Hughes. Hughes and its remarkable achievement over the last 5 decades. As a global leader in managed network services, Hughes has been at the forefront of connecting businesses across Europe and beyond. Our mission is to deliver reliable, innovative, and scalable communication solutions wherever through satellite, LEO GEO, LTE, 5G, or fiber. Our managed services are designed to help our partners and stay ahead in an increasingly connected world. But now, further ado, let's get started with today's session. Lolita, over to you now.
Thank you, Andre, for the introduction. Now let's start and dive in the topic of today. From the beginning, why IoT? The term IoT comprises the devices, the network, and the data. So it comes to us not as piece of a puzzle, but as the whole mindset. It all started very early, 1969, with ARPANET, which evolved as part of the DARPA agency project. Then, through the computer, everyone would be connected, and online was just a phone call away. After the internet was created, it didn't take long to think about using it to communicate with everything. And this thing would be a fridge, for example, in the early 80s. Although for us it took some years to hear the term coined in 1999, the full term Internet of Things. But it wasn't just the internet that was the basis. We needed also GPS, which was launched in 1993 to fully realize this initial idea and to build more than what was available. There are several technologies and they are used with different pros and cons, and they offer different solutions. We will focus on these technologies to realize the connectivity part of the IoT and to measure them for range, for power consumption, and interoperability. And interoperability, as we know, is the capacity to piggyback on existing networks and solutions. We see here LoRaWAN with its cost-efficient rollout and open business models. Let's not forget NB-IoT with download capacity on licensed spectrum and large volume of data. We have also 5G, which is offering even higher capacity, and it's operating on software-designed core networks. However, there are things to be mindful for each of these technologies. Some of them, for example, LoRaWAN is not ideal for applications require lower latency. NB-IoT has a high cost of rollout, while 5G it also has a very high cost and it operates on complex infrastructure. So when selecting one of the technologies or available, we should be mindful of very different parameters. For example, one of the deployments of 5G, it requires high cost estimated, but the lifespan is unmatched. It has a 10-year lifespan. We see NB-IoT, which is reducing cost of devices over time due to battery life, although it's cost effective only for massive use cases. And we see LoRa, which is offering reduced costs, but it's offering the lower short range. And let's talk now about the applications on which these IoT is excelling on providing just the right solution. I'm starting with agriculture, the modern agriculture, which has to adhere to increasingly strict regulation and demand for visibility. We see, for example, remote soil monitoring devices, and it's one of the niches where IoT is standing, and it's providing powerful advantages in farming and irrigation application. IoT is also highly valuable for monitoring floods and landslide risks and supporting very important carbon capture initiatives. Another important application for IoT is smart cities. Smart city is an urban area that's using digital technology to collect data and to operate and provide services. And smart city is based on two pillars, saving energy and exploiting green technologies. And different applications for smart city we see available, traffic and transportation systems, water supply networks, waste disposal, information systems in schools, libraries, and hospitals, and support for more other community services. Last but not least, we see also improvement brought by IoT in healthcare, where it's transforming the way the interaction between the healthcare providers and the patients is evolving, supported by new and ingenious ways to gather and transmit data. For example, we can mention cases like implantable glucose monitoring system, or activity trackers during cancer treatment, or health monitoring with reporting capabilities. All of the examples above provide important data to their patients via their smartphone app connected to the device, and at the same time, these data can be made available to healthcare professionals, so they understand what adjustments need to be made, and they also provide the better recommended treatment plan. The future resilience is also something that we are all thinking and we all need to be working towards. The future is a promise, not a guarantee. So there is quite a lot to be done in terms of consolidation to have robust networking, interworking technologies which ensure connectivity, interoperability, and security. With innovations such as LoRa on satellite, 5G, NTN, New Radio, and NB-IoT, we are moving toward a more interconnected world where your service and application navigate seamlessly, ensuring connectivity at all times. The next pillar supporting our future IoT is AI and machine learning. We see devices actively analyzing data, making predictions, and adapting to the needs. With artificial intelligence at its core, IoT systems are delivering personalized experiences and are optimizing processes across all industries. Last but not least, we see edge computing, where speed is everything. So instead of relying solely on centralized cloud systems, edge computing process data closer to the source. This is ensuring quicker responses and enhancing security in critical IoT applications like the aforementioned healthcare and transportation. IoT in all its layers, it's fulfilling a promise to allow innovative solutions to flourish while allowing for adaptation and improvements. It's more than a technological trend. It's an innovative methodology that it's effectively transforming industries, strengthening and bettering the quality of life, and it's opening better pathway toward a connected and efficient future. The main goal of IoT is not just in developing a better future technology, but also a smarter and greener world. I don't know if we have any questions.
So we are now at the end of our session. So a big thank you to you, Lolita, for your presentation on IoT and smart technologies. We will now open the floor for a Q&A session. So feel free to drop in your questions into the chat. We will wait for a few seconds. I can see a question in the questionnaire section. So Lolita, do you think the benefit of IoT outweighed the security concern? Why or why not?
This is quite a nice question. It's in the mind of everyone, security is not something that one should be awaiting against or verifying what needs to be done. But I'm happy to report that IoT has security in its DNA nowadays. All the devices have secure element incorporated. Protocols are supporting end-to-end encryption, and also all the smart applications that we see run on the security is a priority paradigm. So I can say we are not thinking of verifying if IoT is secure and works for us, but we know that security is coming with any of the solutions we want to go forward.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. We have another question regarding security concerns. So Omer is asking, what are the security concerns on IoT devices itself?
Oh, what are the concerns on IoT security devices itself? The concerns are about that end-to-end encryption. Many of the protocols support it, but sometimes due to the budget or to the other considerations in the beginning, this is not something that is factored in the design. It comes as a cost, but the cost is to be weighted against the benefits of it, as nicely put by the question. And therefore, we see that as an operator and also as a consultant for many of the solutions provided in the IoT sphere, we push this to both the client and the providers as something that it's not negotiable.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Hope this answers the question, Omer. We have another question from Ashley. How can small and medium-sized businesses leverage IoT without huge investment?
We see more than before people and organizations creating IoT application and devices, and it's within the reach of almost everyone, which has a great idea but small budgets. So there are plenty of marketplaces where you can buy a ready solution, for example, the aforementioned soil monitoring devices or fire risk monitoring sensors, or you can have your own sensors and create your own device. With technologies, for example, such as LoRa and LoRaWAN, there are providers through which you can buy the whole network and decide if you want to manage this or you want to rely on them to do the management for you. There are terrestrial and satellite solutions available, operating both on licensed and unlicensed spectrum, something very important for each application, and they are available for any budget and scope. We, as HNS and EchoStar, we have collaborations with universities. We have collaboration with small and ingenious teams of 4 to 5 people that are really looking to change the world with their ideas, or with established companies which are looking to transition their aging technology and solution to future resilient technologies. There is a solution for everyone, trust me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. There's another question from O'Kennedy. How can businesses make smarter decisions using real-time data from IoT devices?
Oh, yeah. I believe this is one of the strengths of the IoT solution. The term Internet of Things, as I said, beginning includes also the data. So all of the solutions that we see in place, they are built with integration to cloud-based system to support all the data processing capabilities required of them. Also, many IoT solutions that we see these days approach this data quandary in a smart and efficient way. And this is very important because we see that these devices, by integrating a little bit more of processing power in this end device, where possible, of course, due to space or other consideration, some of the IoT solutions run the computation in place and send notification to the network only for exception cases. So this only ensures that nothing is lost and nothing is wasted, which is quite an important consideration for real-time data solutions.
Understand. So We will wait a few seconds, so feel free to ask a few more questions if you like. Otherwise, you can also reach us over LinkedIn or by mail directly. So we are happy to get in contact afterwards as well. So if there are any open question which hasn't been answered by now, I think that's it from the question side. Before we are closing the webinar, I would like to invite you to visit us in Griesheim. Just scan the code down there and fill out the form, and we will see you there. So thank you for joining us, and don't forget to check out our upcoming webinars. We're looking forward to see you in the next webinar or live in Griesheim, if you like. Until then, stay connected and have a great afternoon, and happy to give you a little bit back of your time in your diary.
Thank you. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, everyone, for the questions.
Thank you, Lolita.